Alright, time now for opening commentary. Now I know that there are many of you legions of Warrior Nation who may already be aware of the recent controversy surrounding newly elected Republican Congressman from New York, George Santos. This guy has been pretty much living a double life throughout most of his entire career in politics, as if that's not the only shady thing that Republicans seem to live by nowadays in this Donald Trump era of the GOP. I mean, this guy has literally lied about almost everything, including his own namesake, just so he could get ahead of the pack as opposed to busting your ass off like the rest of us and earning your way to the top. There is a single goddamn thing that this guy has not lied about. He lied about everything from the firms in which he worked for, to his educational background, his religious beliefs, including claiming that he was Jewish, and, most controversially, even his own sexual orientation, as he tried denying that he was gay, even though there are dozens of exposed photos of him and video footage of him in drag in a party most recently down in Brazil. Now, speaking as a bisexual person myself, having come out last June during Pride Weekend here in Port Townsend, Washington, I say that there is nothing wrong with there being of an LGBTQ nature. Hell, we have one of our very own. That's the Secretary of Transportation here in the United States, in Pete Buttigieg. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. Nor is there anything wrong with anyone wearing whatever they want to. Yes, even in drag. And yes, we guys can wear women's apparel, even out in public. In fact, you can wear anything you want, regardless of the intended gender of which it was originally designed for, whenever you want, wherever you want, whether it be that of clothing, shoes, accessories, jewelry, or whatever, even if it so happens to offend the most reddest of idiot rednecks or hicks. And you don't have to be shy about it, or lie about it either. Why don't you just be honest about it? But then again, George Santos did happen to choose to align himself with the Donald Trump-led GOP, in which nowadays has become an extreme right, homophobic, xenophobic, Christo-fascist, theocratic political wing that is hell-bent on wanting to erase his very own self-admitted queer culture from American culture. And anyhow, last time I checked, cross-dressing is still not illegal. Neither here in Washington State, nor in most other states here in America for that matter. Hey, women have been invading our closets and wearing our gear for decades, and have long been given the benefit of the doubt. So what's wrong with us wearing their gear? I myself happen to frequent Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and other online retailers for various bits of apparel and other things, and in my opinion, it really shouldn't matter. It doesn't really make anyone anything, let alone LGBTQ or straight. Period. This is 2023, folks, not 1953. Nobody goes by that old Ozzie and Harriet, Father knows best, leave it to Beaver bullshit anymore. Nobody. As a matter of fact, if the late great Jackie Gleason were to yell one of these days, pow, right in the kisser in today's day and age, like he did the honeymooners back in the 1950s, he would be arrested for domestic violence or assault. That's how it is nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. As the great singer-songwriter Bob Dylan once most famously said, the times, they are changing. And that indeed they are. Now, if George Santos even had a goddamn brain in his head, he would do the right thing and simply resign. But of course, he won't. Which leads to me asking, why would a person who is LGBTQ want to become a Republican based on what I just mentioned earlier in the first place? Knowing that his very own personal lifestyle can put him at risk of perhaps being maimed, beaten, or killed by people like those in far-right hate groups like the Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, and the like, if they ever found out about it. Even one of his own fellow Republicans, Senator Mitt Romney of Utah, called him out most recently this month, calling him, quote, one sick puppy, unquote, as stating the exact same sentiment I did just a few seconds ago, and that he should resign. Now, I'm not a fan of Senator Romney, nor that of most other Republicans for that matter, maybe with the slightest exceptions being of the now former congresspersons Adam Kinzinger and Liz Cheney, who at least had the spine to stand up to Donald Trump when they joined the January 6th committee. But Mitt Romney at least proved that he does have some backbone in him to make those statements rather than be quiet and go by the new status quo of the MAGA GOP and just consider it par for the course. But you see now, folks, this is exactly what you get when you put your check mark next to a candidate who has an R next to their name. Because in this Donald Trump era of the GOP, you can bet a penny to a dollar now these days that what they say does not always equal what they will do once they get elected in office. So as fellow political commentator, the famous Brian Tyler Cohen most famously says, don't listen to what they say, watch what they do. So the Congressman George Santos, this coming from one of your very own members of the LGBTQ community here, I say you are a disgrace to not only your political party, but also to this great country, and also to the LGBTQ community as well. And you should do the right thing and make like Matt Dillon on Gunsmoke and get the hell out of Dodge and resign. What do you think? I'm Ray Jackson, and that's my 2 cents. And if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to check out my other 2 YouTube channels, Big HMW TV and the Atari Report. You'll find those in the featured channels list at the bottom of this particular channel's homepage. Big HMW TV, the Atari Report, and the official Ray Jackson YouTube channel. All proud parts of the Big HMW network of websites.